Alright guys, so this is going to be the unboxing and the maiden flights of the Horizon Hobby Delta Ray 1. Keep in mind this is the RTF, the ready to fly model, so it will come with the transmitter, the Delta Ray plane itself, also the battery, and the charger. Alright, on the side of the box it does explain that it does have the safe technology. You do also have 3 different settings: beginner mode, intermediate mode, and experience mode. So just to kind of quickly explain it, the beginner mode is going to be basically limited on the pitch and the bank angles, and with the intermediates you're going to have a little bit slightly higher pitch, as well as the banking. And experience mode is going to be completely just no stability assist onto it. I do also want to note it does have the ASICS stability control as well, and it is also explained that it does have the safe technology, and it does have a brushless outrunner motor as well. Alright, so straight out of the box, we do notice we have the Delta Ray, as well as we have the transmitter here. Taking a look at the transmitter. Pretty basic for a ready-to-fly model. It does have, if I'm correct, the red should be, if you do choose to get the GPS for it, which is available separately, you can use that for the red the toggle there. And you also have the 3 different settings that I explained earlier. You have, let's see, what does it say here? You have 0, 1, and 2. So the 0 will be beginner mode or full stability. 1 will be considered the intermediates, and then 3 will be for your experienced flyers. And we have the dedicated charger that it does come with. It's going to be a 2S 7.4 LiPo charger. And as well as the adapter that it does come with. Get that out. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's going to be the adapter that will be connecting into the charger. Once again, I did notice that it does actually come with 4 AA batteries for the transmitter as well. And as far as for, and here's actually the LiPo battery as well. It's not going to be too big. It's just a 2S 7.4 volt 280 milliamp with a 30C discharge rate as well. Let's go and take a look at the Delta Ray 1. It does say that it's 500, 500 millimeter in length between both sides of the wings. We do, actually for what it is, it's actually quite small, very light for sure. It does have the brushless outrunner motor. And I believe the canopy does come off as well. And the canopy is basically hung on by a couple clips here. I kind of thought they were going to go with the rare earth magnets, but I guess this may do the job as well. And this is where you're going to place the LiPo, the battery that's also included with the plane itself. Let's go put that back together. Alright, cool. So just taking a look at this one more time. You got the fronts, both sides. You also have the little stripes on the bottom for better visibility, and you also have like little air vents here as well, and you have the props. Now, one cool thing about the props, let's go set the stand real quick, is it is foldable. So as you can see, it doesn't have landing gears, so it's going to be basically belly flopping onto the ground as you land. So what it does is it does have foldable props so that it doesn't damage the props and you have to replace them. I did actually think that they might have actually supplied some extra props, but I'm not seeing any extra props here. But if I do see some, I'll go and update that on the rest at the end of the video. Yeah, let's go and get the battery charged up, and let's get it out there. One quick note is it does also come with double-sided sticky tape here. So I believe you put that onto the LiPo battery so it can stay in place. I also did see underneath the box it does come with the instruction manual, but I did not actually find any extra spare props. So if anything, if it does have any issues, I could probably just go to the local hobby shop and just probably pick up some extra props for it. But yeah, let's go and get the battery charged up and let's get it out there. be the Maiden flights of the Horizon Hobby Delta Rate 1. Right now we're going to be flying on full stabilized mode, or in other words, it's going to be mode 0. And yes, I already got the battery fully charged, the battery's installed. Just keep in mind, guys, this is a 3-channel brushless Delta wing, and we're going to go and do a hand launch with it, okay? So you can see it's fully stabilized. Okay, got the controls on. Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a hand launch. One thing to keep in mind, guys, is that you do want to give it probably more than 60 to 70% throttle for it to take off, or else it will most likely just kind of crash into the floor due to the fact that it's a little nose heavy. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it into mode 1, which is going to be medium stabilized. So not fully stabilized, but it will have stabilizing features to it. Okay, so this is no throttle, and as you can see, it does glide pretty well. Okay, let's go ahead and get it up a little higher now. All right, so on the next run, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a full throttle just to kind of see how fast it goes. Okay, coming around, bringing it a little bit lower. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're not doing anything fancy, just kind of flying around just to kind of get the feel of it. Right off the box, the trims are pretty well. It is stabilized, so it's not going to be very, it's not going to be off on the controls too much. So not much trimming to do with it. But all in all, yeah, it seems to fly pretty well. I'm going to go and bring it in for a landing. Okay. Kind of get it around a little bit here. Okay. All right, as we bring it down, bring it into the wind. All right, so it's 0 throttle. No throttle. Okay. So as you can see, it glides pretty well, even without any throttle into it. Just keep in mind, it is a little nose heavy. So you do want to give it a little bit more throttle as you take off with the plane. But when it comes to a land, keeping in either full stabilized or medium stabilized does do the job as far as when it comes down for a landing. Okay, so just kind of wrap it up real quick. All the control surfaces are doing just fine. As far as wind, we do have maybe about a 5-mile-an-hour gust, and it doesn't seem like it really hinders the flight too much. But all in all, I feel like it does the job. What I say is recommended for beginners, certainly, as long as you get used to the takeoff of the plane. It is hand launched, it doesn't have any landing gears, so you do want to kind of get used to the launch, because you do have to give it about 60 to 70% of throttle. So that could be a little intimidating at first, but once you get that used to, as long as you keep it in 0 or beginner mode, you should be fine. It doesn't seem like it really wants to crash or do anything unusual. It is fully stabilized, and once you get used to it, you can probably bring it up to like the medium stabilized, or if not, you can also put it on 2 later when you become more advanced and start doing loops and flips and inverted flying as well. Okay. All right, guys. So that's the Maiden flights. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you like this video.